Hey guys, Erlang Shen is a pretty tough fight, but this build made him cry. Just to show you guys how effective this build is, I've only used 69 sparks. Most of you who have reached this stage, I believe you guys are somewhere around level 90 to about level 120. You'll have a lot of sparks to play around with the build, which makes this fight even easier. I won't be explaining every single spark spent, but what makes this build work is regaining chi with mobile spinning, then dishing out big damage when Erlang's shield is depleted. If you have extra sparks, you should be increasing your crit damage first, mana, then defense. Because with more mana, you'll have more leeway for repositioning with Cloud Step, and with more damage, you end the fight faster. As for stances, we'll only need 20 sparks on Smash Stance to activate our 4th focus point. We will be maxing out Immobilize for this build, because we need the extra duration to regain our chi. No sparks are needed for Cloud Step, as we are only using it for repositioning during the fight. We won't be using Shadow Clones in this fight, so no sparks needed. And for transformations, if you have extra sparks, you may put them into Steadfast, which increases your defense. Nothing too important in relics, just awaken those that adds more damage and survivability. As for weapon, we will be using Jingubang from chapter 6. I highly recommend that you get this weapon for this fight. It really does a lot more damage compared to other stuffs. Our most important equipment for this fight will be the legendary Plantain Fan. Without this fan, it will take forever to remove Erlang's shield. Wandering White for headbutting action. 4-piece golden armor set for regaining chi upon critical hits. Very important. And for Curios, Cat Eye Beads, and anything for the other two. I used Prayer Beads and Gold Spike Plate. Equip your best god. This one is from chapter 5, and for Bruce, Sunset of the Nine Skies is a must. Both Laurel Buds and Celestial Lotus Seeds helps with survivability. If you like a little gamba, Bee Mountain Stone can sometimes come in handy. Don't forget that you can also use your Mind Cores for permanent stats, increasing health, mana and defense, and upgrading your armor helps a ton. Without further ado, let's get into the fight. Here, you want to use your Planting Fan when you're almost in the middle of the arena. This will deplete Erlang's shield on the get-go. Move closer to Erlang and get ready to headbutt with Wandering White when his shield is gone. Once you have headbutted, use Immobilize and start spinning. This is where we'll regain our chi. When immobilizing, make sure that Erlang is standing still or attacking. If he is dodging, he will break the spell. At 75% health, he will be immune and will not take damage. Get ready to dodge the biggest axe in the world by just running forward. After the axe, he will always throw a sword at you. To dodge this, just look at his eye. Dodge when you see the blink in the eye. It's okay if you can't dodge it, just heal up. As you can see, our fan and spirit is not ready yet. Try to get a few light attacks onto him if you can. If you get hit, your heals will increase your chi. Nothing to worry about, you'll have plenty of heals remaining at the end of the fight. One thing to take note of is, every time you remove Erlang's shield, you have 30 seconds to deal as much damage as possible. If you only have 2 to 3 focus points, don't try too hard charging it up to 4. 3 focus points do a lot of damage. I'm timing my dodges so bad in this, but just heal up. Try your best to get your fan up and start DPSing again. Shoes down and headbutt. If you wonder why your stuff is spinning so slow, that's because you're not pushing forward while spinning. So always push towards Erlang while spinning. Once you have 4 focus points, just press heavy attack once and don't panic. At 50% health, Erlang will always start with this moveset. I call it the dancing lights. All you gotta do is dance. After dancing, Erlang will proceed with another moveset projecting small knives at you. You want to start spinning your stuff when you see the first yellow blink. Next, be ready to dodge when you see a red blink. It's okay if you spun a little bit too early like I did. And I was dreaming. That will be his biggest damage move. You can afford to get hit by either one of the movesets, but not two of them continuously. When it gets too overwhelming, that is when you should use Cloud Step to survive. Don't use it too much if you do not have a lot of mana. Like I mentioned earlier, you can add more mana for situations like this. When your fan is up, position yourself a little bit closer to Erlang so you can fully utilize the tornado. Notice when I tried to hit Erlang with a few light attacks and he fought back. Stop attacking when this happens and let the tornado do its magic. A few light attacks here to get my headbutt up. And boom, I missed. It's okay to miss a few attacks. It's not the end of the day. Just continue with the rotation. And here I have 4 focus points, but I chose to spin my stuff instead. This is to regain chi for the next shield break. Azu Dust will be your second panic button. When you have transformed, try to get as many hits as possible to reduce his shield. If you're in a situation where your Azu Dust broke his shield, just detransform and start DPSing. My fan's cooldown is up here, but make sure Erlang is not casting something like that in which he floats in the air. The tornado will not bring him or any of the shield down. Erlang's shield is low here. I'm trying to get a few light attacks in to break it faster. Wait for it. I missed my headbutt again. 3 focus points here. That is how you make Erlang cry. Thank you for watching. If you made Erlang cry using this build, please let me know in the comments below. I wish all of you the best.